On April 20th, 2025, we are gifted with a celestial moment that calls not just for attention, but for reverence. Venus, the cosmic embodiment of love, values, beauty, and divine femininity, aligns with the North Node, the karmic compass of destiny and soul evolution. But what makes this alignment extraordinary is not just the planets involved, but the realm in which it occurs. Pisces, the sign of dreams, mysticism, compassion, and soul-level truths. This is more than a transit. It is a transmission. A sacred whisper from the universe echoing the wisdom of the heart. This rare conjunction opens a spiritual doorway, a portal inviting you to awaken, remember, and embody the higher truths of your being. It isn't about logic or linear timelines. It's about a feeling, a knowing, a call from within that transcends what the eyes can see or the mind can grasp. When Venus meets the North Node in Pisces, love is no longer just a desire. It becomes a direction. Beauty is no longer external. It becomes a path to soul awakening. And purpose? It becomes personal, intuitive, magnetic. This is the wisdom of the heart, and its time has come. Overview of the alignment's energy. This alignment is deeply spiritual, something far beyond what's considered a typical astrological event. When Venus, the planet of sensual beauty, magnetic attraction, and personal values, touches the North Node in Pisces, it sets the stage for soul-level transformation. It's the divine marriage of love and purpose, and the result is clarity from chaos, order from emotion, and direction from desire. The North Node is always guiding you to your soul's evolutionary path. When Venus aligns with it, it's not your mind that knows the way forward, it's your heart. This is a sacred infusion of intuition, love, and soul purpose, a time where inner knowing triumphs over outer logic. You may feel inexplicably drawn to certain people, places, memories, or creative impulses. This is not a coincidence. It's your higher self steering the ship. With Pisces involved, the signs might be subtle, dreamlike, or symbolic, but they're powerful. The universe is whispering, follow your feelings. Trust your truth. Let your heart lead. This moment is not about what you want on paper, it's about what your soul longs for in silence. Effects of this portal. As the portal of April 20th opens, energy begins to soften, dissolve, and recalibrate. Many will experience an emotional purge, old stories of love, heartbreak, and betrayal rising to the surface not to haunt you, but to free you. Pain that's been buried beneath distraction or denial will now find expression. But this isn't punishment, it's alchemy. The wounds you've been carrying aren't meant to define you. They're being transmuted into wisdom, compassion, and strength. Relationships will shift. For some, new soul contracts will enter, unions that feel ancient and familiar. For others, a powerful healing within the self will take root, an internal reunion with lost parts of your heart. You may suddenly understand why certain connections had to break or why a delay in love was a divine orchestration. This portal expands your definition of love, beyond romance, beyond physicality, into realms of spiritual partnership, artistic flow, and universal compassion. Once your heart remembers this higher love, it will never settle for less again. Warning: mistakes people make. Despite the beauty of this transit, not everyone will assess its blessings. But because many still cling to illusions, mistaking attachment for love, projection for intuition, and comfort for connection. The spiritual nature of this alignment demands inner work, emotional honesty, and the courage to let go of what no longer serves. Those who bypass this work, who stay entangled in fantasy or fear, may miss the profound transformation being offered. Pisces energy is compassionate, but it also requires discernment. This is a time where your heart must be your guide, but the ego often speaks louder. If you ignore the signs, dismiss your intuitive nudges, or settle for surface-level validation, you may find yourself looping in karmic patterns. The Venus North Node portal opens only to those willing to meet love with truth and purpose with presence. This is not the time to sleepwalk through life, it's a time to wake up. Call to action. If this message stirs something deep inside you, if your heart feels the pull, it's no accident. You are being invited to consciously step into alignment. Like this message, subscribe, and comment 777 to anchor your intentions into the energetic field of this portal. The number 777 is not random. It represents divine guidance, alignment with soul purpose, and spiritual awakening. Don't keep this wisdom to yourself. Share it with someone whose heart may also be yearning for clarity and connection. Because when love aligns with destiny, transformation follows. And it's not always personal. It ripples outward, healing your relationships, inspiring your creations, and elevating your entire energetic frequency. The more who walk through this portal together, the stronger the wave of change becomes. Spiritual meaning of the conjunction. Venus has just completed one of her most important spiritual tasks, her retrograde journey. During that time, she descended into the underworld of emotions, values, and past relationships. Like the goddess Inanna, she entered the shadows to strip away all that was superficial and return with sacred truths. This phase unearthed hidden desires, unhealed wounds, and misalignments in the way we give and receive love. It may have felt like emotional chaos, but it was divine recalibration. Now, Venus emerges empowered. She is direct, radiant, and ready. Her conjunction with the North Node is not random. It is a continuation of the soul work started during her retrograde. This is where clarity arrives, where confusion melts into conviction. If you've been feeling stuck in love, in creativity, or in your sense of worth, this is your turning point. What once seemed clouded now becomes crystal clear. You'll know what your heart wants, and more importantly, Venus in Pisces energies. Venus in Pisces is a poetic force, an energy of divine femininity merged with mystical emotion. Here, love becomes art. Connection becomes spiritual. Affection becomes sacred. You may feel more open-hearted, dreamy, and empathic under this influence. Venus in Pisces doesn't love with conditions or expectations. She loves with soul sight. She sees beyond physical form and into the essence of being. This is love that flows like water, healing, softening, and connecting. But Pisces is also the sign of illusion, and its softness can become a trap if unguarded. You may be tempted to idealize people, lose yourself in fantasy, or confuse chemistry with destiny. This alignment teaches discernment within devotion. True love does not erase your identity, it amplifies your authenticity. If a connection asks you to shrink, silence your intuition, or abandon yourself, it is not the love this portal was meant to deliver. Venus in Pisces invites conscious love, not escapism. Trusting the divine flow. One of Pisces' greatest spiritual teachings is surrender. This alignment calls for deep trust, not in the timing you want, but in the unfolding that's divinely orchestrated. You may have been trying to force a relationship, control a situation, or understand an emotional lesson through logic. But the wisdom of the heart doesn't work that way. It flows. It senses. It trusts. Venus teaches you to value your emotions. The North Node shows you where your soul must go. Together, they're reminding you, stop paddling upstream. Stop questioning every twist in your journey. Let the divine current carry you. What is meant for you will meet you at the shore of surrender. Let your heart lead the way, even when your mind doesn't know the map. April 20th, a rare cosmic event. The sky on April 20th holds a secret melody, a harmony of planetary notes playing a song of love and purpose. Venus and the North Node don't meet often, and when they do, it's always a point of destiny. But when this happens in Pisces, it's a mystical bridge between timelines. The past and future touch. Karmic patterns from previous lifetimes resurface, not to bind you, but to free you. This isn't just astrology, it's spiritual alchemy. You may feel a heightened sense of awareness, a deep emotional pull, or an intuitive knowing that something big is shifting. That's because it is. This alignment is not a coincidence, it's a cosmic checkpoint. You are being invited to step onto a new path, one your soul has waited a lifetime for. It's time to walk it, heart first. Archetypes and energies of this meeting. When we examine the archetypes involved in this alignment, we uncover a sacred narrative playing out in the skies. Venus is more than a planet, She's the celestial embodiment of love, beauty, self-worth, and creative magnetism. She governs the way we connect to others, the way we value ourselves, and how we express affection and appreciation. When she dances with the North Node, an astrological point associated with karmic direction and soul evolution, it's as though love and destiny are in active dialogue. This isn't just a casual meeting. It's a fated encounter meant to activate dormant energies within the collective and the individual alike. Add Pisces to the equation, and you introduce the element of the divine. Pisces represents the dreamer, the mystic, the poet, the healer. It rules the intangible realms of spirituality, compassion, empathy, and the higher self. When Venus and the North Node align here, the universe is telling a love story, not just about romance, but about divine calling. It's a story of past life echoes returning to be understood and released, of karmic ties surfacing for completion or continuation. It's a sacred reunion that reveals illusions only to burn them away in the light of truth. The truth that love, at its highest vibration, is the bridge between what you seek and who you are meant to become. Purpose of this portal. The portal opening on April 20th is not for dreamers without direction. It's for those ready to align desire with divine intention. Too often, people chase love or purpose without understanding the soul's deeper yearning. This portal doesn't just magnetize what you want, it filters your desires through the lens of your soul's evolution. That means you'll attract only what mirrors your inner alignment. The more authentic your heart's truth, the more powerful the opportunities that arise. It's not about wishful thinking, it's about sacred clarity. This is a moment to step back and ask, is what I'm chasing in alignment with who I'm becoming? The North Node pulls you toward your destiny, but it only responds to what is real, raw, and honest. You can no longer afford to follow illusions or outdated dreams. This portal demands depth. It asks for a willingness to rewrite old stories, to discard ego-based cravings, and to step into your heart's deepest longing, not just for love, but for soul fulfillment. This is not fantasy, it is divine recalibration. Real transformation requires action. Too many people think that healing, love, or transformation will arrive simply because they desire it. But the truth is, transformation requires more than intention. It requires movement. The Venus-North Node conjunction reminds us that love is a verb. If you've been waiting in the universe to deliver a soulmate, a purpose, or a breakthrough, now is the time to meet it halfway. Align your choices with the kind of love, life, and legacy you desire. Don't just daydream, design. Don't just feel it. This energy activates not only romantic unions but creative destinies and humanitarian callings. Venus wants you to beautify the world. Pisces wants you to heal it. The North Node wants you to grow through it. Whether it's a passion project, a new relationship, or a reawakening of your spiritual mission, this alignment calls for tangible action. Write the poem. Say the words. Offer kindness. Begin the journey. Because the portal doesn't just give, it responds to your readiness to become more of your authentic self. Signs leading to this portal. The universe rarely surprises us without first offering signs. In the weeks leading up to April 20th, you may have noticed synchronicities, angel numbers, emotional waves, vivid dreams, or unexpected reunions. These are not random. They're energetic breadcrumbs guiding your soul to a sacred convergence. You might have felt heightened sensitivity, experienced déjà vu, or been drawn to revisit past emotions or relationships. That's the Pisces influence calling your subconscious into awareness. If you've experienced moments that felt out of time, fleeting sensations of connection, purpose, or longing, it's because your soul has been preparing for this moment. The Venus-North Node portal is the culmination of a longer journey that began months ago, possibly even lifetimes ago. This moment is not just happening to you, it's unfolding through you. And the signs were never external, they were always a reflection of your inner readiness. Trust that what has been appearing around you is the divine nudging you toward your next chapter. The critical spiritual details. There's a vital truth we cannot overlook. Venus had to go retrograde before this alignment could happen. She had to turn inward, pulling us into deep emotional excavations. During her retrograde, we were invited to reflect on our old wounds, toxic patterns, and hidden values that no longer serve us. She revealed the buried narratives we tell ourselves about love and worth. It may have felt like emotional chaos, but it was sacred chaos, designed to unearth what had been ignored. Now, Venus has turned direct. She's no longer dragging us into the past. Instead, she's empowering us to rise from it. This conjunction is the first major moment where we're asked to apply what we've learned. You cannot walk into this new chapter carrying the illusions of the past. The retrograde was the shedding. This is the becoming. And just as Venus has emerged renewed, you're being called to rise in truth, clarity, and self-honoring love. Honesty and readiness. We are often taught to protect ourselves from vulnerability, to mask our true emotions in the name of strength. But this alignment doesn't reward the armored heart. It honors the honest one. Venus in Pisces demands that we face the truth, the relationships we've outgrown, the fantasies we've clung to, and the love we've denied ourselves. This is a time for emotional honesty, especially the kind that begins within. Are you willing to say, "This is what I need"? Are you brave enough to admit what's no longer aligned? Avoidance may have protected you once, but now it only delays your evolution. The Venus-North Node conjunction offers grace, but only to those who are ready to stop hiding. You don't need to have all the answers, but you do need to stand in truth. The universe can only support what you're honest about. This isn't a test of perfection, it's a call to courage. It's not about performing love. It's about becoming love from the inside out. Portal of choice. This moment in the cosmos is not just a beautiful alignment, it's a divine decision point. The Venus-North Node portal opens a threshold where two realities stand before you, the familiar and the destined. One is safe, predictable, and easy, but it's not growth. The other is mysterious, heart-led, and soul-driven, but it requires trust. Which one will you choose? The universe will not force you. It offers the path, but the courage must come from you. You can remain in surface-level relationships, careers, or choices that numb your deeper longing, or you can rise into the unknown, guided by intuition and purpose. This is your portal of truth. And your declaration is powerful. When you say, "I am ready," the universe moves. Timelines shift. Synchronicities accelerate. All that's required is willingness, because willingness is the vibration of alignment. And alignment is the frequency of miracles. Final revelation. At the end of all this cosmic storytelling lies a truth so profound, it needs no embellishment. The sky reflects you. Every planetary movement, every alignment, is a mirror of your inner evolution. The Venus-North Node conjunction is not happening outside of you. It's awakening something ancient, something eternal within your soul. The wisdom of the heart is not something you need to learn. It's something you need to remember. You were born with divine love encoded into your being. You came here with purpose stitched into your spirit. This alignment simply illuminates what's always been true, that love and destiny are not separate forces, they are one. This is your moment. Not to seek love, but to become it. Not to chase purpose, but to embody it. The stars don't just speak, they echo. And their message now is simple. You are ready. You are chosen. You are home.